Once there was a farmer, and one day his horse ran away. That night the neighbours came round and said to the farmer, "This is such a pity. So sorry to hear that your horse ran away. Really, it's a terrible situation." And the farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the horse returned, and with it brought 7 other horses, 7 wild horses. That evening, the neighbours all gathered round in the farmer's home again and exclaimed how amazing this was. What a good turn of fortune. The farmer said, "Maybe." The next day, the farmer's son was in the field trying to tame one of the wild horses, and in doing so, was thrown off the back of the horse, and he broke his leg. That evening, those nosy neighbours went round to the farmer's house and said, "This is awful. How terrible that your son has now broken his leg." The farmer said, "Maybe." Then the next day, there was a call for conscription, and government officials came round to round up the troops for the army. But the son was rejected because he had a broken leg. That evening, yep, you guessed it, the neighbours said to the farmer, "You're so lucky that your son wasn't conscripted. They had a broken leg and couldn't join the army." The farmer said, "Maybe." And that's the end of the story. And the point is, we just can't determine what's going to happen in the future. And something that we label as bad or good, we don't really know what consequences that may have for the future. If we label something bad because it's uncomfortable, we don't like it, we don't enjoy it, but who knows? It might just lead the way for something good, and vice versa, with the good and the bad. But my belief, my way of looking at that is, maybe it's more about acceptance. Just accepting our fate and realizing that some things are just out with our control, and we have to learn to go with it, good or bad. I do always like to put a wee positive spin on things. Like my filming. The audio didn't work last night. I wasted that time. I wasted time today when I could have been editing. But you know what? I'm having a pretty jolly good time right now. Here, in this moment. With you. Right now. This is pretty sweet. And I wouldn't have been filming this video. I would have been asleep. But this time with you, it's chilling me right out. And it was a hectic day, aside from the technical difficulties. So sometimes just sitting and staying still, except for my hand movements. Just being still, not asleep, not trying to sleep, just chilling is really nice. Am I clutching at straws here? Clutching at straw. Trying to see the good in my situation. In all seriousness, I love that story. I really do. And I think if you can remember that story when you're going through a tough period in your life, dig deep and it'll help you find strength. I mean, some situations are just too terrible to brush off like that. But hopefully, any negative circumstances that arise are not that terrible. That you could remember the story of the farmer and just think, maybe this is bad, maybe this is good, who knows. Accept it. Your eyelids feeling heavy. Just gently brushing your eyelashes. Tapping your face a wee bit. My trip to India was great, by the way. It was fantabby-dozy. But I really missed my bed. I was staying in hostels. And hostels are so much fun. So much fun. So I'm releasing my arm a little bit. I love meeting new people and just the social aspect of having people around. And sometimes I get lonely working from home, living on my own. So it was a nice change just to be constantly surrounded by other travellers. But I missed my bed. I have the comfiest bed. Look, it's just ridiculously soft. The covers too. And I've got my fluffy dressing gown on. I'm like a big teddy bear. Oh, but, you know, I spend so much time talking about sleep. I need to have a comfy bed. I need to have a bedroom that just screams sleep, sleepy, 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 sleepy. When I would wake up in the mornings in the hostel, I would look around. I would be sleeping in a 6-bed or an 8-bed dorm. And guess who snores? This guy. So I'd look around. Very self-conscious that I'd been snoring the roof off the place. If anyone gave me dirty looks, then I knew I would have snored that night. I must have snored that night. Roll. Do you snore? If you do, then just Remember, there's nothing to be ashamed of because Shorty over here snores like a pig, or so I've been told by my twin. I mean, I think she exaggerates. That's what she did on holiday. It was the second day in the hostel. We'd arrived late at night on the first day, so pretty much went straight to bed. And Frank and I were sharing a dorm room. Then in the morning, we had our breakfast and chilled in the common area. And by the afternoon, we'd made pals, got to know some people in the hostel. And also everyone knew that I snored. Frankie took it upon herself, Frankie's my twin by the way, she took it upon herself to tell everyone how I had interrupted her sleep that night, even people I hadn't met yet. What a charming twin sister. The funny thing is she snores too. I just come equipped with my earplugs and my sleep mask that has built-in headphones, so I was listening to pink noise whilst I was there. I would have listened to ASMR, but I needed a constant sound to drown out the dogs that were barking at night, because there are a lot of stray dogs in Goa, which is where I was in India. What's your bed like? Are you wrapped up right now under all the covers? We spend a third of our day asleep. You've got to make it good. Got to make it good. So that you can relax. Just watch my hand dancing, twisting, coming in to stroke your nose. I feel like my eyes are going together a little bit, because I am tired, but I feel good. And in and out. I turned off the camera autofocus because my camera tends to make teeny click 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 noises when it's autofocusing as I'm filming. And quite a lot of the time my microphones pick up that sound and I have to edit it out. Sometimes it's a painstaking process to edit it out, and tonight I just couldn't be bothered with that. I thought, no, I'm going to minimize any potential audio mishaps. It's all fine and well pulling out the farmer story, but seriously, if I can avoid a supposed bad situation, I will. Convey very sleepy now. Very, 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 very sleepy. My eyes all red. Oh, the camera won't all focus now, will it? Might be a bit blurry. Let's put you down there. Close your eyelids. Close your eyelids. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I'm back. And I feel inspired. I feel refreshed. I needed the holiday so bad. And now that I'm back, I'm keen to, dare I say it, create an upload schedule so that maybe I will upload a video on the same day each week around the same time. Imagine that. The first time in 5 years. Don't hold me to that, but that's the plan. Because whilst I was away the other day actually as well, I received a few messages, people asking me, are you coming back to YouTube, or are you just going to be streaming on Bigo from now on? And I felt a wee bit panicked reading those comments because I didn't want people to think I'd gone and kind of lose hope in me. If it's that deep, I don't know. And I also realised that I don't want to step away from YouTube. I knew that anyway, but from somebody thinking it made me realise that it's definitely not my intention. So I'm here to stay. That's the good news. The bad news is you might be seeing a lot more of me. We shall see. Why was I in India in the first place? I hear you ask. It was for my big birthday. I turned 21. It was a big birthday, that's all I'm saying. And Frankie and I, my twin, love psytrance, a genre of electronic music, and Goa's the home of psytrance, so we picked out a few festivals we wanted to go to, and we went there for the music. It was wonderful. Frankie and I, if you don't already know, we are in a DJ electric violin duo together, Kintra. You can find us on social media and YouTube, etc. So we're big into our music. It was like a musical exploration. Just a big holiday and a chance to have fun. And I had planned on scheduling videos before I went away so that content would keep coming out. But again, the best laid schemes of mice and men, gangaphically, that good old Scottish saying. But it didn't happen that way. I feel like I'm finally, I don't know, grounded after a year and a half of pretty hectic life in a way. A fair bit of turmoil. But I feel good. I feel good now. And I did feel good over the past year and a half. But I think I was a wee bit all over the place. I had big changes in my life. The end of a 7-year relationship, another short relationship, at the end of that, processing 2 breakups, moving cities unexpectedly, my whole life, as I thought, changed. My life had been going in a certain trajectory, and then through the breakup, it was just, everything was up in the air. And then my music was picking up, we had lots of gigs, which was so exciting. I say we as in my twin and I. And I feel like I was just trying to play catch up with everything. I was reactive to everything that was going on, whereas now I think I have a wee bit of time, the opportunity to try and be proactive. That's the plan, the dream. And I feel good in myself. I know who I am a lot more than I did a year and a half ago. And I think it takes going through some hardships to realise your strength, to realise who you are, learn how you deal with certain situations and learn from things, grow, be a better version of yourself, and all that jazz. I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for being on this journey with me, for being my place of comfort and solace. You really have helped me through it. Just knowing that there's a wee place I can go. It's removed from everything. It's just me and my corner of the internet. No family, no relationships, just you and me. Having that comfort in my heart and in my mind. Rock. You've been my rock. Thank you. I'll stop gushing now. Together we could take some deep breaths and drift off to sleep. Drift off to sleep. Drift off to sleep. Before my eyes just go together. Deep breath in. I'm gonna yawn. I'm sorry. Did I just make you yawn? If I did, click and write yawn in the comment section. How many people did I make yawn? And I'm gonna say goodnight now. The biggest hugs to you.